Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time and locations. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, my dear viewers, I am back again with another update. So guys, I have a video here I would like we all to watch. But before then, if you're meeting my channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Please kindly do well to like, share and subscribe. Leave your thought about this video in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this video, and I will see you towards the end.
All the rest, all of this is in court. The man, Mr. Obi, who came second, he's pursuing it. Is there any chance of judicial resolution of this matter, or are the people going to have to take to the streets?
So I don't believe that the Nigerian judiciary actually has it in them. And the reason I say I don't believe it is it's much more than just a case of ballot rigging, right? This won't be the first Nigerian election to be rigged. The issue here is over and above that, there is a surplus of evidence that makes it very clear that this person should never even have been on the ballot. This is someone whose university degree certificates submitted to the Electoral Commission are obvious forgery. It's an obvious forgery. I did a story on this in November. It's such an obvious forgery. You can actually trace where it came from. It came from a cheap online forgery service called diplomamakers.com. Right? This degree certificate has grammatical errors on it. Right? We took the extraordinary step of actually submitting a subpoena to the supposed university he went to, Chicago State University, for the records of this person known as Bola Tinubu. And the results that came back were total variance with the things that he submitted to INEC. He submitted a bunch of forgeries, right? So there's controversy over even the basic identity of this person, right? We have an actual criminal here. And this isn't something we just came to light recently. This is something which, as far back as last year, when I did a story on this actually went to court. We actually took this to the Federal High Court in Abuja, that this is a national security problem here. We essentially have someone who we don't even know who this person is, right? All we know about this person is this person used to be a drug dealer. Somehow or the other bought his way into the Nigerian political mainstream. And somehow this person is about to contest an election on the platform of the ruling party. And here is evidence suggesting that this person has committed all kinds of fraud. He's committed identity theft. He has submitted forgeries. He has committed multiple perjuries. And what happened was not a single judge agreed to take on the case. So the case is pretty much just timed out. It just sat at the court. It wasn't assigned to a judge. All the judges ran away. Nobody wanted to touch it. So he ended up running during the election, which he still lost anyway. And then somehow at 4 a.m. when everyone was asleep, he was declared winner. So now it's so I don't believe that the Nigerian judiciary has
many of our American audience will be familiar with that phenomenon. Indeed, I'm familiar with it myself in English elections in which I had an interest. The 4 a.m. Delivery of just enough ballots to win is one issue. But as you say, that has happened many times in Nigerian politics. I suppose the big question is why the ruling party was reduced to picking him as their nominee. Couldn't they come up with somebody better than him? A drug dealer from Chicago?
Well, I guess they were constrained because the political deal, if you like, the political transaction, which brought the former President Buhari, to power, was essentially a temporary merger of two remarkably different political formations. So if you can think of it in terms of, say, 2010 in the UK, because I was in the UK at the time. So the deal that put the Conservative Party in power, where there was the Conservative power, and then there was the I think it was the the Independent Party. What was it called?
The Liberal Democrats.
Yeah, exactly. And no one expected that there would ever be any sort of merger between the two. But there was a partnership, Nick Clegg and David Cameron, and the rest is history. Something similar happened in 2013 actually, where the party now known as the APC was sort of cobbled together, a loose coalition. So it was the CPC, which was like a northern, a northern interest party, and then there was the so-called ACN, the Action Congress, which was a more southwestern party. These two historically are chalk and cheese. But for the purpose of seizing power from the then ruling PDP, they sort of cobbled together a coalition. And I guess the deal was, okay, that's Buhari from the CPC, you get to rule for 8 years, right? And then after you, it's going to be my turn. Since I'm the one making this possible, I'm the one putting up the money because he has endless amounts of money. Obviously, we have an idea of where that money comes from. I'm putting up the money. I'm making all of this possible. I have the international connections because he's deeply connected with, for whatever reason, with the democratic establishment in the U.S. As if you read my story, I'm sure you know he's deeply connected with Hillary Clinton via his good friend Gilbert Chagoury. So he has all these international connections. In fact, the campaign manager that ran Buhari's campaign in 2015 was none other than David Axelrod, the David Axelrod, the same guy who ran Obama's campaign. So he has all these international connections. He has all this money. So he essentially made Buhari the president on the assumption that after 8 years it's going to be his turn. And that's exactly what happened. So essentially, the entire country of Nigeria, all 200 million human beings, was essentially the subject of a trade between this guy and a political formation in the north. That, okay, if you give me this thing, if you come into a coalition with me, I'm going to let you have 8 years, and after that, I get to be president. In fact, it's no coincidence that his campaign tagline, and this was literal. This is unironical. You can confirm this from any Nigerian you speak to. His campaign tagline was "Emi Lokan," which, if you translate that to English, it literally means "It's my turn." That was his campaign tagline. And that was very unironic. He actually meant that it's his turn. So his entire thing was, well, I gave you people the presidency for 8 years. Now it's your turn to reward me for giving you this thing. So it's my turn, essentially. So that's unfortunately that's the level of Nigerian politics. There's no ideology. It's just horse trading, and that's it.
Well, that might have succeeded if this new Niger crisis had not erupted, because, well, quite frankly, if he confines the rest, all of this is in court. The man, Mr. Obi, who came second, he's pursuing it. Is there any chance of judicial
So guys, thank you so much for watching. How wanna see the video? Wait till I think about this video. Make a leave in a thought for the comment section. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.